Hey everybody, this is Berkhammer, and today I'm super excited to show you the brand new TX15 transmitter from RadioMaster RC. Alright, so first things first, don't get too excited because this is not a replacement to the TX16S Mark II transmitter. This is an evolution of the Boxer transmitter. So it's a smaller transmitter, but yet packed with a lot of cool features. There's two different varieties. You have the regular TX15 and the TX15 Max. I have the 15 Max here, and we're going to get to open the box and talk a little bit about it. And here is the TX15 Max. This is the Max in red. RadioMaster always really tries to continue to redefine the open source landscape, really. You know, RadioMaster has been working for many years with open source partners and pilots and users and beta testers to improve things and do something cool. So this radio right here is powered by the STM32H7 processor, so it's 300% faster, has more computing power, so that you can move through menus with HTX faster and with ease. So here's the little guy. You get the little quick start guide. You get some stickers as always. So this thing features a LR1121 Semtech transceiver, supports both 2.4 gigahertz and 900 megahertz Express LRS. Very low latency performance as always. I like the fact that it's really small. So it has a very small screen, but again, it's really fast. It has 262K color resolution and 600 nits of brightness. So it is really bright even in like high sunlight. One thing that I want to talk about very quickly is the gimbals. This thing comes with the brand new, latest and greatest AGO2 CNC aluminum gimbals. So they're the next generation of gimbals. They're a step above the AGO1s. The one thing that I noticed right off the bat when I looked at it before was that you don't have switches up here. You have these buttons. But guess what? You also get switches in the box. So you obviously you need to remove the buttons and replace them with the switches. And it's actually a very easy task. I chose to go with even nicer switches in the sense that I went with the 3-position switch for my throttle hold, as I use bail out in the center position, hold towards me and run away from me. And I also chose to go with a 3-position switch for my profiles. But the transmitter comes with two position switches. So you can get rid of those buttons and then swap them. And it's actually a very simple task. All you have to do is remove these two rubber inserts. And then you have 4 screws, 2 on each side. The whole thing comes off. Obviously, you have to remove the battery. Which, by the way, these transmitters do not come with batteries. They come with a battery cradle. So you can choose to go with 18650 batteries, which is what I'm using right now. It's perfectly okay. Or you can use any RadioMaster transmitter battery, the LiPo or the lithium ion, if you want longer run times. So I have to say, this thing feels really good in my hands. It's much smaller than the TX16S, which I have right here. So for reference, you get kind of an idea. Much smaller, but it's also like very comfortable. It's not as thick, and it feels really good in my hands. I'm a thumber, so I really do like the feel of this thing. Again, this is a very high performance MCU. It's powered by the STM32H7 chip, so it's got a lot of processing power. It's got, again, the built-in ELRS 2.4 and 900 megahertz Express LRS integration. And of course, you can add a module just like you can with the TX16S if you want a different protocol, like, I don't know, Spectrum, Futaba, S-Bus, whatever. And then it has a smart balance battery circuit, which it really increases the battery efficiency and the longevity of the battery in itself. It has a very powerful cooling system. It's low noise. It has high output fans and an aluminum heat sink inside that keeps the radio cool, even when it's super hot outside. And then let's get to the most important part. So there's two varieties, two flavors. You can get the traditional TX15, which comes with just regular gimbals. These are, I believe, the V5 gimbals. They're Hall effect also, but they're not the full aluminum CNC gimbals. Or you can go with the Max version, which is what I have right here. And the Max comes with the AGO2 gimbals. So they're latest, greatest generation. They're more than 20% lighter than the AGO1s. And what is super cool about them is, if you're familiar with the TX16 or the AGO1 gimbals, you can only restrict the travel as you go on the vertical axis, but you can't on the horizontal. With these guys, you can restrict it on both. I already did it on this. I dropped them down to about 85% of their maximum physical travel, and obviously when you do that, you have to recalibrate, which is not a big deal. It's got the foldable antenna right here. It's got a built-in microphone for future expansion. And again, it has a 4 gigabyte of onboard flash memory that's integrated into the transmitter. So you can still use a micro SD card, but you don't need it really if you don't want to. And you charge it from the USB on top. So again, if you're familiar with TX16S, you charge it from the bottom, and then you use this for data transfer. With this, you use this for data transfer and also for charging. So if the transmitter's off, you plug in your USB-C into here, it'll start to charge. So let's go ahead and power this thing on. So as you can see, it moves a lot quicker. I already put my splash screen in here. I started customizing it. I got my screen the same way it would look on my TX16S, and it's kind of impressive how quickly it moves. It moves through menus. It's right there. It has very little latency as you scroll through things. So I really like that. Also, again, there's two varieties. So if you go with the standard TX15, you don't get this carbon fiber looking plate or face. You get just different colors. The TX15 comes in gray, white, blue. They have something called a mint mist. They have a lemon twist yellow and a hot pink. If you go with the Max, which is what I have here, you have always this little carbon fiber look, but you can choose between just black aluminum parts or red or gold. And they both come with this super nice case that you saw in the beginning of the video. So really cool package. The coolest part of the package is the price. But before I talk about the price, and I wanted to mention that in addition to the AGO2 gimbals, this Max version of the transmitter comes with illuminated light rings around the gimbals themselves. And you can control these with a Lua as well if you want. So if you want X helicopter to have blue lights here and the other helicopter to have purple and the other one to have rainbow, then whatever you want, you could do that with the Lua. Or you could do what I'm doing, where this is my arm switch. I have blue LEDs, and when I arm, it just goes to this flashing rainbow type LED. So I know if I'm armed or I'm disarmed. Super easy. You could do it per model via something just as simple as a special function, or you can do it as a global option under the system menu, and then just do it again as a global option where you just tell it the LEDs to go certain color with a certain switch or whatever. So really cool feature right there. Now onto the best part of this whole video. So the standard TX15 is going to retail in the United States for $171.99. This guy here, the Max, again in any color, will retail for $245.99. I mean, think about it. You can't beat that. And it does come with the switches. You're going to have to change them, but it does come with the switches. So a very economical package with a very fast processor, with an incredible amount of features, with state-of-the-art AGO2 gimbals, with light rings, with anything and everything you can imagine. Lightweight, compact, feels good in the hand for $245.99. And then you can literally buy the Nexus XR with this thing for less than you can buy most transmitters, most cheap transmitters on the market, to be honest. So very stoked, very happy. I'm gonna probably be flying this for a while over my TX16S, just because I like the feel in my hands. Again, it's probably hard to see in the video, but this IPS touchscreen has 262K color resolution with 600 nits of brightness. So it's super visible even in direct sunlight. So there you have it, TX15 from RadioMaster RC. Check it out, coming to RadioMaster RC itself, or to a dealer near you, or to bkhobbies.com.